Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here with a new series on the channel. We're going to be doing the Uber Spotlight. I did say I would be doing this, so it's not really a continuation from the UU Spotlight since it's its own different tier, but I figured Ubers would be a really cool place to do. It's a tier that I feel like doesn't get enough love. I love when JamVet uploads Uber Sundays though, so hopefully he uploads some more as we keep going, or just uploads more in general. But Ubers, really fun tier, one of my favorite tiers in Sun and Moon. Ultra Sun and Moon, I haven't played it as much, but Sun and Moon, I think it was my top favorite tier. And then in Ultra Sun and Moon, it'd probably be UU at the moment, then OU. But Aegislash is where we're going to be starting off. So I'm doing this one a little bit differently because some teams I'm actually going to be building myself, but of course I'll be taking videos from you, or teams from you guys that you leave on my smogon profile, of course, which is AIM. The thing is, we have a bunch of different Arceus types. So for the next one is obviously Arceus. I'm debating if I want to make just one giant video with one team from every single one of these. Of course, if that's the case, I need you guys to leave a whole bunch of different Arceus teams on my smogon profile. Or I just do Arceus normal, and then I do these all in, pairs, right? Like Arceus Bug, Dark Dragon. But I feel like the Arceus Spotlight should be every single one of them. So if you guys leave Arceus teams on my profile, please just try and leave as many as you can for different forms. Of course, if you're not too much into Ubers, that's fine. I'll edit some teams and build some of my own, but I'm just telling you I'm using every single one of them. Anyway, Aegislash. So Aegislash was banned from the OU tier, if you guys did not know. They felt that King Shield promoted 50-50s, which are, coin flips, which are, in a sense, not competitive, because it doesn't matter how much skill you have. A coin flip at the end of the day is a coin flip. On top of obviously having its offensive presence and defensive presence between just stance change, right? Offensively, these just flip, which is ridiculous. It hits incredibly hard. It can beat its counters. In the Ubers tier, very similar. Being Steel and Ghost, it actually has a very key resistance in Fairy, and of course with Geomancy Xerneas running around, one of the best checks to it. It's not 2-hit KO by any of Xerneas' moves. Gyro Ball can deal with a Geomancy boosted Xerneas. It has Toxic to cripple Dark Switchins or Pokemon that would otherwise deal with it, like Primal Groudon and Veltal, just to name a few. Great Spadef, and just Shadow Ball hits incredibly hard. At some variations, run Pursuit for Mega Gengar. There was a time where people did that. However, of course, it does have very many weaknesses. Offensive Nicaragma just deals with it, Duskmane. Veltal obviously can Groudon, like it doesn't switch in on them, and Pokemon like Kyogre can obviously overpower it as well. But really cool Pokemon. Background, by the way. Huge shout out to Luxia on Twitter. Basically, on my stream, they asked if I wanted some fan art and like what's your favorite Pokemon? Like what would you put? And I was like, what if you just make my favorite DVP team? So you have my actual favorite DVP team here of all time, right here, and then you have me, and you have like the little MD on my hoodie. So I thought that's fire. But enough talking. Let's get into this episode. We have a team from Mo, and I think I have another team from Zing. He actually left a team just saying, hey, if you're gonna do an Uber Spotlight, here's a team. I actually left a bunch of them, but I think I'm only going to be using certain ones because I don't want to show what Aegislash really can't do. So I might have one weakness policy one, or I don't think I actually picked one of those because while it's really cool, I think it's just wishful thinking at the end of the day. This is Aegislash's best role in the Ubers tier, especially the current Ubers tier. Now, because I have a team like this, what I'm actually going to do is pause it. I'm only at about 1200 on the ladder, so I'm going to pause it until we find a good battle, just based on team. Like maybe this guy's an amazing player, right? But I'm going to pause it. So I'll play this battle off screen and we'll be right back. So I actually decided to switch up teams for another team from Mo because it's a little bit more offensive than I liked. But it has the same Aegislash, Life Orb, Veltal, Arceus Ground, Overheat Primal Groudon, then in the 4 attacks Kyogre, which I really like, especially because I'm on a lower ladder, so I kind of want to play a little bit faster, and then Chople Berry, Feral Thorn. Now we got a game. My dude has a Pineco, so automatically I'm loving Aegislash in this matchup, right? First off, it means Pineco can't be going for Endeavors versus me. Secondly, it beats Lugia 1v1 easily unless it's like Calm Mind Earth Power. Even then, Toxic with Shadow Ball does a good chunk, and it checks Xerneas. So, seeing as how I know it's level 5 Pineco, it should be level 1. I don't know why it's level 5. I can lead Aegislash, Toxic it immediately, and then deal with it. But he ends up leading Groudon. Not the biggest of deals. This is only going to be hurt. This is only going to hurt if he is Overheat, which he has a good chance of going for, but Arceus Ground is literally here to just check this, as well as, I guess technically it's supposed to check Veltal on this squad too. Just don't be Eruption. Good, Earthquake. I'm completely fine with him going for Earthquake right there. Now, he should go Lugia. Lugia should always be 100% play, and that's when Aegislash is just going to start putting in work. Because it's a free switch, and not sure why he went Yveltal, unless you're toxic. Do I care? Then again, Arceus Ground flying type makes a lot of sense. Anyway, he's 2 KO by this, so I'll just throw off another Ice Beam. I don't have a reason to predict anything right now. I don't want him going for Oblivion Wing, getting some recovery. I'd rather 2 KO him right now. This getting rid of Yveltal is amazing. One, my Dark Resist doesn't exist on the team outside of my own offensive Yveltal, which puts in a lot of work. Two, makes it so Pineco switch-ins, or excuse me, Pineco switch-ins, Aegislash switch-ins are pretty tough on my opponent, Shadow Ball wise, like once I get off a Toxic. And speaking of Pineco, we're going to go right out to Aegislash right now. We don't want any Endeavors, no Berry Juice, Sturdy combination. This is a valid strat. I actually played like 5 different Uber teams, or different Uber games, and I'm finally able to actually record one, because I thought his team was at least good enough to the point where, like, yes, he has an anti-lead Pineco, but this thing is actually pretty good in certain cases. Like, it will at least get 50% off on something. It doesn't matter. It doesn't actually matter. So we bust Pineco's Sturdy right there, and I can Shadow Ball knock it out. Defogging won't be too hard versus his team, considering what he has, though I am a little bit worried about an E-Killer. E-Killer actually can beat me fairly easily. In fact, if he does go out into Arceus, offensively though, he hates Kyogre. King Shield is an easy play for me. How do I beat Lugia? Aegislash counters Lugia. It's worth going Yveltal right now, just to get off Dark Pulse damage on something. As he overheats and unfortunately misses. So that was a good play, and unfortunately I am bailed out that turn. So my bad, bro. Like, legit, that was a really good play. No reason not to Dark Pulse. This is a giant threat for me, and I want to be able to get rid of the Groudon. And now that he's overheating, he's -2. I don't know if I actually die to this. In fact, Recover is probably my best play. And then Defogging. I think Recover is actually my best play, because like I said, this might knock me out. He has Precipice Blades and Earthquake. That boy does not want to miss. Not bad. But I can defog away those hazards, helping out my Aegislash. I definitely got bailed out there. I did absolutely nothing. Wow, I expected a lot more. I don't know why I was expecting a lot more from Primal Groudon, but yeah, that's exactly why I was expecting a lot more. The fact that he's staying in on this is really odd to me. One, I got the Dark Pulse damage off on him. Of course, he did miss Overheat, so I can't, I can't knock that for him. But the fact that he's staying in Arceus Ground doesn't make much sense to me. What I think he should be doing is going out to Lugia, and then if you're gonna do something, you pull a double, right? You pull a double out into, you pull a double from Lugia to Primal Ground and put me in a very hard situation. Now, what I actually want to do, because that double can happen, is instead of going hard Aegislash, I want to go Ferrothorn first and try and get up a Spike. See if I can do some momentum. Just don't know if it's Toxic. Maybe he's more of a passive type of player, but we'll be able to Spike right now, as he's going to roll for Whirlwind or Dragon Tail. Roar, same thing. By the way, you should never run Dragon Tail on Lugia. There's fairies in the tier. So Aegislash is great now because he can't Toxic me. I can Toxic something. I don't care at all, and because he has Roar Toxic, he could be Sub Roost, but there's no way he's not attacking. Like, he should have Ice Beam or something. So Aegislash is gonna be able to do his job right now. Ideally, get some Ferrothorn, perfect. I can literally Leech Seed for free, whether he goes Groudon or that, and that's exactly how Aegislash is supposed to work in this matchup, or this type of matchup, and just chipping away, forcing switches. Groudon comes out. We'll go. I don't want to go Kyogre. I don't want it taking a hit. Arceus Ground's still my play. Even if Overheat knocks me out, this is still my play. Yo, that boy cannot hit Overheat to save his life, man. And since -2 to 32, 64, I was at like 65, so he had a decent shot to knock me out, at least some type of roll. So that really sucks that he's missing Overheat. I actually have Overheat on mine, and maybe that's foreshadowing a little bit, but Arceus Fairy comes out. Beautiful. I beat that with my team, because I can go Aegislash right here, or I can actually, I want to keep Aegislash healthy just in case. You know what? Offensively, Kyogre just kills something right now. So I'll just go with this and liquidate twice instead of going the defensive route. I don't care about Judgment. Judgment does crap. He's going to be forced to recover. He can Calm Mind in my face, but at +1, he's not knocking me out. He might be thinking I'm special attacking, which is why he might Calm Mind here. But this liquidation is going to hurt something extremely hard. Lugia is no longer at multi-scale, assuming I didn't see pressure over there. Lugia is no longer at multi-scale. Arceus is going to take like 70 from this, man. Liquidation is such a strong move. Surprised he went for Toxic over going for another one. Wow, he's max defense, and I am getting so lucky. But because I know he's max defense, that's Judgment, Toxic, Recover. Maybe Defog as his last move. I'm actually going to go out to Aegislash and just start spamming some Shadow Balls and whatnot. I can also throw off Toxic. I think a Toxic right here is actually fine. I'll live a Fire Blast into a +2 Moonblast anyway, and at that point, yeah, Aegislash kind of just won. So we'll go ahead and look for another battle. Maybe it wasn't like the best battle right there. Right here though, what does Aegislash do? Actually, it only soft checks Necrozma, and barely. I say soft check because it barely does anything right there. But I really don't like this team. It's really scary. Stealth Rock, Lando, plus a bunch of dragons. Kyogre offensively is so scary, especially if he leaves Lando. Yep. So Kyogre offensively is so scary. It's easy Ice Beam right here. Don't have to bother going for Liquidation because Ice Beam hits more of its team harder than Liquidation would anyway. It hits 4 Pokemon for super effective damage, and only one of them for resisted. So I'm assuming he expected a water move there, or he's Focus Sash. Nope. Nice Kyogre putting in some work right here. Like I said, the only thing that he actually does not OHKO this Mon with anything on his team too. For example, the Necrozma, if it's Ultra Necrozma, it has to Mega Evolve to actually OHKO me. Or Ultra Burst, excuse me. And then that takes a turn. Then it has to go for its Z move after. So I'll go for a Liquidation right here, as he has these. And now he's in range of my Yveltal. Also, dependent on his move, he might not be able to knock me out. I don't want this thing taking damage though. Arceus ground checks Lando, checks Salamence. With rocks up, it will always knock out Salamence too. Pharaoh, what are you doing here? Not much. You're actually not doing much this game at all. And it is Ultra Necrozma. So Photon Geysers. I barely eat that for breakfast, and we'll just Gyro Ball here. Spike literally touches nothing on his team except for this Pokemon. So Earthquake does knock me out. Yep, but we can go right out into our Yveltal and just click Sucker Punch. No reason to predict anything here. If he switches out, great. He's no longer a +2 Necrozma. And if he stays in, we get the KO. So it's not a big deal right there. In this game, it really depends on... I don't see Aegislash doing anything, honestly. Kyogre I want to keep healthy, so hard into Arceus ground is my play. Assuming he doesn't Double Edge immediately, and if he has Dragon Dance Double Edge, he won't knock me out. Ice Beam's going to do a good chunk, if not knock him out. I hope he's Double Edge though, because I'll live it, and then Ice Beam will definitely knock him out after recoil. So that's like my thought process behind this turn right here. Goes for double DD though. Huh. And he's not bulky. You only should have done that if you were bulky, my friend. Otherwise, that play does not make much sense. It doesn't do anything to... You just... I have 100% Arceus now, which doesn't die to anything, by the way. I'm a Toxic Ho, I'm a Ice Beam. I'm not going to Toxic with this Mon, but yeah, that game was over. Alright, so what I think I'll do is I'll pause it until we find the next one, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so we have found another game, and my opponent has a very threatening team, just straight up Sticky Web Hyper Offense with Necrozma. Aegislash's job in this game is honestly just to soft check Lucario, and I want to put like emphasis on soft check because at +2 Meteor Mash does a good chunk to Aegislash. So I do have a taunt Yveltal, and I think that is my play. But I don't want him to nuzzle. He's gonna nuzzle me, man, and I want to save this thing to check that. Whatever, we'll taunt. There's a chance I can U-turn out into Groudon, so taunt's my best play. See if he nuzzled turn 1. He did nuzzle. Good play. But where is your Oblivion Wing switching? I do not see it. He's probably thinking the same thing to my team. Like, where is my switching? So, beautiful damage done to the Yveltal right there. I'm assuming this is Life Orb. We'll go out to Arceus as he throws off his own Oblivion Wing right there. And I'll recover. I'm not quite sure how he wants to react to this Pokemon. Would you Spore me? I don't think he'd Spore. I really don't think he'd Spore. Because I already have the Paralyzed Yveltal. If he does Spore, good play. Yeah, I thought you Web first. We can just throw off an Ice Beam after, knock out Smeargle. So I can defog pretty easily versus this guy. Though he obviously does have the Necrozma. But we'll go right to Yveltal. I'm actually not going to defog on this Pokemon in particular. I'll defog on... actually, I should have. Because I knew you were going for your Z move there. It's supposed to prevent like defog and whatnot. That's like the idea behind that anyway. Power Gem knocks me out. I didn't even think about Power Gem. Aegislash. If I get up rocks, this is going to be hard. I'm just gonna have to use Groudon to check Lucario and just hope he doesn't ST up, which he could do easily on Ferrothorn. Ah! I'll live one hit because I'm max to death. I'll live that. He might live the Shadow Ball though because of his ability. Just barely. Ah, that's not good. I don't want him combining up. I'm a Toxic in case he expects the Shadow Sneak. Yep, nice. And we landed too. Incredible. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So this is going to give me a few turns of recovery and just a little bit of damage off on the Yveltal, which is fantastic. We're going to bring in our Ferrothorn right now. And he's assuming he's going to Dark Pulse and then taunt and go for Oblivion Wing and whatnot. He definitely could. He could taunt right now. I'm going to expect him to taunt here because that gives him a free setup with Lucario. Yeah, and by doubling out into Arceus Ground, I prevent Lucario, Groudon from setting up. I don't prevent... Are you Eruption, dude? You have to be Eruption. There's no way you bring that monster in on an Arceus Ground on full. Yeah, there's no way you bring that thing in on a full HP Mon. Go ahead and give me that. Appreciate that, buddy. Lucario comes out. You're going to close combat me. I kind of lose to his Arceus, don't I? This might be a 50-50, but I'm going to sack Ferrothorn right here. Ideally, he close combats and doesn't SD. Nice, nice, nice. And I died. Perfect. Perfect. So this allows me to go out into Groudon, and press his Blades is going to mess something up. Or what I could do is get up rocks to pressure the Groudon. No, that makes no sense. Overheat is my most accurate move, so I'll definitely go for that as he goes out to Arceus Ground, which takes 10 million. You're not Tectonic Rage, so I'll just double Overheat because I can actually live a hit from you. And I actually landed my Overheat, so we're able to get rid of Arceus Ground. It's not over yet. It's not just over yet, but there's a chance it's over, actually. I think it is. Yeah, because I go Arceus Ground here. I could defog and then go Aegislash and then win, but I think Judgment is my play to prevent him from setting up with both this and Groudon. So I just Judgment immediately. I don't think defog is necessary. I know my Kyogre will live one hit from his Groudon from full. I have HP and some defense investment, so I should definitely live an attack. I definitely go for Judgment, assuming because he's Eruption, he might be minus Spadef on Groudon. It's a potential, or there is some potential right there. Shout out to Aegislash, by the way. Not only weakening the Necrozma, but also being able to Toxic that Yveltal upon switching. Alright, so I live every hit here. I 100% click Judgment. Judgment knocks out Luke. If he goes Groudon, I believe I win too because he is offensive Groudon, so that should go down to Judgment as well. Yep. All I gotta do is click Judgment on this. Like I said, I click Judgment on Lucario. Then, you know, obviously Groudon. That should win me the game. Unless he crits right now. I'm pretty sure I'm going to live Oppressive's Blades. I'm pretty positive I'll live Oppressive's Blades. There we go. And Kyogre, I think I actually played this game almost perfectly. Almost. But I'm really happy with how I played that game. So, great. Got a few wins with this. Aegislash putting in a little bit of work. Nice. So next up we have, we'll use this Zing team, then we'll use Janvad's team. But next up we have, same type of Aegislash. I put Gyro Ball over, he had Pursuit. Pursuit actually works for Gengar and stuff like that, Deoxys and whatnot. But I like Gyro Ball a lot because I'm not trying to lose to Xerneas, right? This, the rest of the set lets me lose to Xerneas. I think Toxic is a little bit better. No, we'll keep Shadow Sneak. I don't have Toxic on the team, but we'll keep Shadow Sneak just because it helps with Deoxys attack. So we have Spikes lead that, a Mega Sharpedo, which would be pretty fun, and we'll get 1 or 2 games with this team. Yeah, let's go and look for a battle. So I'll pause it, guys, until we find a battle, and we'll be right back. Alright, so we got a game, and this is going to be such a hard game. I actually regret not having Toxic on the Aegislash just because he has 3 great switch-ins to it. Defogging Arceus, but still defogging Giratina, Ho-Oh. So it's going to be a little bit of a problem, I think. Shark can put in some work, but we'll lead Dio as it leads Giratina. I'm kind of debating just getting a hit off on this thing because it's a little bit of a problem. I'll get up Spikes, it's fine. Or Stealth Arc, excuse me. at least pressure Ho, and not that I'll be able to stop the default, because like Shark is a really interesting Pokemon in this tier. I don't think it's actually that good, but much like Mega Gyarados, which is another mon that you can use in Ubers, it appreciates, you know, having a strong dark attack. I feel like this is an L though. Yeah, having Toxic on Aegislash might have made the difference. I don't want to go hard Arceus Fairy because it's a win con, but it's only a win con with rocks up, so no dead honestly. Besides that, I can actually beat this. It can beat like these four. I don't even have to know what they are. Perfect, perfect. There's 1,000 arrows here. If he Dragon tells me that's fine, I'll hopefully get my Father form later. That is a good chunk because I crit him. Doesn't give me my Father form. Give me something cool. Arceus Fairy. Beautiful, beautiful. So, easy judgment right now as he goes Magearna. Lovely. Aegislash is 100% switching to this monster. He could have Volt Switch, but Aegislash is 100% switching. I don't have Toxic though. But we're going to double out into Zygarde just in case he does have the... One, he can go Ho-Oh. Two, he can go Groudon. Those are like the two plays that I'm expecting right here. So, we're getting Zygarde. I want to Dragon Tail, just because I don't want Giratina coming out immediately on me. And he has Arceus Fairy. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, this is why having Toxic would have been really nice. But I can at least throw off Shadow Balls versus team, which is good. Yeah, this is where having Toxic would be amazing. I'm kind of super weak to that mon. Crap, man. Just Toxic would mean I would not lose to it. Goes Giratina though. Nice. Why? You Will-O-Wisp me? I'm Rest Talk. That's really bad though that I don't have Toxic. As he defogs, don't mind. Just throw off 1,000 arrows. I can get up my rocks after. Because it's Calm Mind Arceus, this should be his only defogger. So I actually really don't mind the fact that he really nice play. I'm just trying to get Father. Can you Brave Bird me? Can you not talk? I know he's gonna be passive aggressive, like some comments, and he's gonna go for Toxic right here. But come on, man. Good. Crit me into this form. Perfect. I'm Father now, so now I can go for Rest, and I'll eat every hit from literally every Pokemon on his team. I don't care what you are. Unfortunately, this set is just a shuffling set. I need more damage on Giratina. I actually need Giratina gone. Arceus Fairy comes out, gives me Aegis. It's funny because if he keeps combining up, I'll lose. Like, I'll legitimately lose this Pokemon. So, we'll Shadow Ball right now. As he goes Ho-Oh. Was that banded damage? How much did it do? It did 34 for crit. I might actually be banded Ho-Oh. As he goes for Quake. I think he is banded Ho-Oh. Okay. I think that's banded Ho-Oh, and I really like Rayquaza right now. I mean, he can predict Rayquaza very easily. I feel like Supersonic Sky Strike actually nabs me one. I don't care if he went... I'm surprised he went that Pokemon. But I felt like it really did nab me one because I thought that Arceus Fairy was a more... I was going to say responsible, but appropriate switch. We'll go Fairy just to waste a few of his Flare Cannons. Doesn't matter if he Pain Splits and whatnot. I don't care. The fact that he's banded Ho and not Toxic makes me wish that I was the Toxic Aegislash too. And he does have Flash Cannon. Okay, just making sure. So it's Heart Swap, Flare Cannon, unless he's Heal Bell over Heart Swap, which you should never be running with Magearna. Nice. Okay, so this is gonna give me a little bit of damage on this Groudon. If that was, you know, Eruption, that makes it a little bit easier. Gets up rocks. Don't mind. I wanted some damage again because that's gonna help my Arceus later and my Sharpedo. Oh, perfect. So ideally, I Sleep Talk a Dragon Tail. No, we Sleep Talk the rest. Oh, good. We get a little bit lucky there, though, when we dodge a Dragon Tail. So, nice. Surprised he risked staying in, but, like, what I'm trying to say is, like, if I get up rocks, it's going to make this a lot easier for my Sharpedo. My Sharpedo can sweep. Beautiful 1,000 arrows. You think he's Recover? I mean, he should be Recover always. I'm a Shadow Ball here. What if he's actually Fire Blast? I'm keep Shadow Balling because I'm trying to bluff the Toxic. I'm still trying to bluff the Toxic right now. I could have also brought out my... Yeah, I should have kept the Toxic. I kept Shadow Sneak because I thought Shadow Sneak was really cool, but I really should have kept the Toxic. Toxic would have just won the game immediately. Aegislash actually would have 1v1 literally everything. It beats Magearna 1v1, so with Toxic plus Sacred Sword, we beat Ho-Oh and whatnot. Easy Zygarde play right now. What is that Arceus Fairy's last move that he's playing like that? Alright, so I wake up, and he unfortunately misses, and I'm going to be able to get rid of Groudon, which means when he defogs, which he will be pressured to defog, or other that Ho is going to keep coming in at 50% because I will get on my rocks. Such an... I lose to this thing, dude. This is your Z. Yeah, it's 100% my best play to Shadow Ball. Like, if this thing's set up, I'm in such a bad situation. And look how much I did, man. Now, he could Z move me here. I'm a sneak. It's not that often. Now, he knows I don't have Toxic, so it might have been in my best interest to switch, but... nice! Aegislash actually did it. Woo! Not bad. Didn't get to do anything with Sharpedo, but I'm happy that Aegislash did it. Alright, let's use the last team real quick. Beautiful. So Sneak isn't as common because, again, Toxic... The other set is just superior for every reason. It's superior. Superior, not superior. Hey, man, it might be. So this team is a team that Jamvet passed me a while back. I think he actually ended up doing a live with it, but he edited the team a little bit more to make it just a bit better. But it has like SD, Garchomp, and whatnot. Offensive Groudon, a really offensive Groudon. Dragon Dance Mega Gyarados, defensive Ho-Oh, Defog Arceus Fairy, and of course the defensive Aegislash, which again, you guys know what it checks: Xerneas, Mewtwo forms, certain Mewtwo forms, and whatnot. In this case, it's going to be checking Xerneas, just because this boy has a Focus Sash lead. How do we beat this again? Do I just Toxic plus Defog? I think that's what I do. I Toxic plus Defog. Is that how we beat this? No, that makes no sense because I'm going to lose to Salamence if I let this thing get too weakened. I think leading off with Groudon is just better. I'm faster than him, and I can just click Eruption. Keep my Arceus Fairy... Like, Eruption won't miss. Keep my Arceus Fairy healthy. I'll live a +2 Icicle Spear. He can get up that T-Spike if he wants to. Like I said, Eruption doesn't miss. He gets up T-Spike. I limit him to 1 T-Spike, which is really cool. Because he doesn't... You do not switch into this move. Like, if you're on your own Groudon, man, it does not care. So, you literally do not switch into this move. So, I'm assuming... Oh, man, I'm making myself weaker to Marshadow, too. Huh. I'm assuming you go Salamence here. I wish I had HP Ice, but Jamvet isn't the type of player to run HP Ice. I have Intimidate. Alright. You should double out, man, into Groudon. He doesn't know my skill level, though. So, you wouldn't make that play necessarily yourself. Why sub in regular form? So you could Toxic stall me? Wow, that's brilliant, actually. It's actually incredible. This is going to hurt and beat me 1v1. But I have a Garchomp, thankfully. So the lower, he's not, if he should attack me right now with return if he has it. I'm gonna, no, I have answers to Marshadow. Okay, we're good. That T-Spike gonna be annoying, but it is what it is. Like, you have to attack me now. You literally have to attack me. Yep. Goodbye, buddy. Huh. I guess Garchomp is my play. I should live 1 frustration. I hope. I actually don't know if I live this. Okay, so if he touches me, he goes down. So I'll just Stealth Rock. He could Roost, but he actually did it in front of this Mon. That's crazy. I'm actually really surprised he did that. I Stealth Rock because if he attacked me... I only did 44%. Oh my gosh. Okay. What is happening right now? Bro, what is this defensive Salamence? Nice. Get a crit. I'm going to throw off a Groundium right now. Because if he roosts, he loses his flying type, so this should do a lot of damage. There we go. Not enough though. Can you knock me out, please? My gosh, this Salamence is actually destroying me. Remember when I played the last game well? And then this happened? Find a sub SD Salamence. Sub Dragonite, excuse me. Aegislash actually doesn't beat it 1v1 either because this thing gets up a sub. That's incredible, like how good this thing is. I can't believe how weak Dragon Claw is too. I feel like I lose, just straight up lose. I want a Toxic so badly. I'm a Toxic. And he actually subbed too. I didn't think sub was his play because Brave Bird. That's Toxic. Can I still win with this Pokemon on its own? If this lives this, yes. Okay. Toxic just in case he roosts. Nice. Gyarados is, I mean, useful, but like he's going to roost anyway. So we'll go Gyarados right now. As he frustrates, knocks me out. We finally beat the Salamence somehow. Cool. So bring out my Groudon because I'm super fast and I will be able to get a KO most likely. It might have sacked half my team, but the funny thing is Ho-Oh plus Aegislash is kind of all I need, in my opinion. So we're max speed. As if I pick up the KO right now, we're good. If I pick up the KO on Groudon, we win. But he presses blades and knocks me out with a crit. Don't think that actually matters too much. I guess it just depends on if he has, oh, if he's faster, which he's not. Awesome, awesome. So my Ho still ends up at 100% after Regenerator. So it's alright right now. It's definitely it's not that alright, to be honest. Xerneas comes out. Can you not? Can you like not keep subbing with all your Pokemon? Are they all sub? That boy is one of them. Sub Thunder Wave. What type of set? I'm gonna Sacred Fire too, just in case he's monster and goes into Necrozma. Nice. Okay, so the burn is amazing. Sub Thunder Wave, Geomancy, Moonblast. Wait, he can't touch me. What am I thinking about switching for? That did some good damage actually. He could touch me. I don't know if I want to be in. I want to try and beat 100 if possible. Alright, I wasn't, thankfully. I think this is my best play. I don't know if going Aegislash actually does anything for me. Because if anything, I just let Aegislash take the hit for no reason. So, let's see. Yeah, there's a pair. I mean, it was bound to happen, right? Marshadow comes up. You should go for bulk up, in my opinion. I could go for Sacred Fire, and he's the Swagger set. Oh, he's just Swagger Marshadow. Oh boy. Oh boy, and he just goes for Spectral Thief too. After, just steals my boost. I'm a Shadow Ball, expecting him to Swagger first. I think you should Swagger first, because I can King Shield. This is where Shadow Sneak would actually help me a lot, but... well, this game's over. Yeah, I don't know how I was beating that. Well, I mean, luck would have helped me, but like Sub Thunder Wave plus Swagger... This team is gross. Let's go ahead and forfeit this real quick. Get this out of here. That game was gross. That team was gross. That team was actually gross. Alright, so we get a more offensive build now. And again, Aegislash's role in this game is to check that Xerneas. How do we want to lead off versus this guy? I actually like Garchomp a lot because I can just Earthquake. Yeah, And pretty much he would go for taunt there. I think the taunt was his best play too. So, perfect. We're going to be able to 2-hit KO the Deoxys. Typically I go for Dragon Claw here, but why reveal that I am like any particular set or that has Dragon Claw or whatnot. So, I appreciate that Mon going down. I have an Arceus Fairy right here, which easily defogs, very easily defogs away the rocks that he just got up. Perfect. So we won't have to play with rocks the entire game. When you have a Ho, that's amazing. As Blazing Kick and Chicken comes out. Now, depending on the set, if it has Stone Edge, I think I might be in a bad situation. So I actually had to attack, and I unfortunately get a very, very, very lucky, very lucky crit right there. And that's going to make it a lot easier for me, because I think, do I need Garchomp in this game? Not really. Yeah, I can go Garchomp right now and sack it with the Rough Skin. I won't get up rocks. Depends if he goes for Flare Blitz, I'll live. He want to go for a Jump Kick, I think, yeah. So, because I have an Aegislash. So, Garchomp gets to get the damage I need right there, as Arceus is going to come out. Yo, how do you beat this team, Jam? Or this Mon, Jam? Okay, I go Garchomp, and I guess I taunt. Or Gyarados and taunt. Force him to pretty much just attack me right now, right? And then it's sub Shadow Claw, extreme speed. So I'll Mega Evolve, Crunch, break the sub. How do I beat this? Ho? I guess Ho. Yeah, Ho makes sense. Ho with Toxic. This is gonna hurt. Alright, so we sack Garchomp here. It'll guarantee go down to whatever attack he goes for, and he's forced to attack. At least with Gyarados, I can get a crunch hit off maybe on something else. Don't mind. Don't mind. And Ho can come out and just click Toxic. Please land. Ho, I appreciate it if you land. Because this Arceus is definitely a threat. It's not called E-Killer for anything, man. And Sub is interesting too. I'm surprised it's not Chapel. But Sub is there to help versus like Marshadows and whatnot, and also, you know, set up on like defensive Zygardes and whatnot, though you haven't seen very many running around. Besides the one I was using on the other team, you guys didn't really get to see. I just played some like games versus Gligar squads and whatnot with that. It was pretty fun. Thankfully I landed Toxic, which is awesome. Brave Bird right here. Get a little bit of chip, you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit of chip, just a little bit. Okay, okay, okay. I pulled my Shadow Claw here, but I'm going Gyarados anyway. Always my play. Yep, beautiful. Beautiful. Take another turn after that. And guarantee dies by me clicking King Shield. So, we were able to deal with the Arceus, thankfully. Kyogre comes out, which is a smart play. I have a Groudon, which is, this is why this Pokemon was not out, because defensively this Mon is amazing as he goes for Calm Mind. I'm debating clicking Eruption here, honestly, but I think I would just click, like, I really want to click Eruption, but as long as Groudon's not, like, Kyogre doesn't come in on Groudon, I have it as a switch in defensively. So he does win the speed tie right there, unfortunately, but we do connect, which is amazing. And if we win the speed tie or connect the next one, we're good. Nice. So Kyogre goes down. He's forced to go out into his Yveltal. Arceus is not a threat anymore because it dies to everything. Go Xerneas. Going to attempt to get off a lot of damage right now. Beautiful. Moonblast, don't mind. And we go Aegislash right now. And we'll click Toxic because I don't care if you go Arceus. I Gyro Ball that. Xerneas doesn't matter. Xerneas might still be useful to him, to be honest. And I could just go for Gyro Ball here. It's not like his damage would mean anything at all. Yeah, it's not enough. That's still not enough. Like, I got the damage I need on Xerneas to actually win. So I got the damage I need on Xerneas to win. Xerneas cannot knock me out with anything. Plus 2 HP fire does like 55%. So he goes Yveltal. I can King Shield if I want to, but I'll just go Ho, as it literally does not matter what you do. And we'll just click Brave Bird, knock out Xerneas. And at this point, Aegislash does absolutely nothing, but I might as well stay in with my Ho and go for the damage. Yeah, and he just forfeits. Yep. I think it was pretty much over at that point too, because what would have happened was I would have sacked this, and then he had to Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse was the only thing that could actually give him a chance of winning versus Aegislash and Ho. And he really needed to flinch me to death, which I don't think was possible, because I think he would have wasted too many Dark Pulses. Plus, you know, eventually Ho will break through, and I would always try and go for Toxic there, or even recover. Toxic would mean that I win the game no matter what, because I just switch out to Arceus, take a couple hits and whatnot. I can always King Show Aegislash, get Regenerator Ho. I think that game was over. But all in all, I think it was a very fun Aegislash Spotlight just to start it off. That one team was pretty crazy though. Sub Thunder Wave, sub fat as hell Salamence, and you know, sub Swagger Marshall. I hate that set so much, but it's so good when it works. But yeah, I do hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, if you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Remember what I said earlier on about the Arceus sets. Leave as many as you can, as many different ones with teams. And you know, if you don't play Ubers, that's completely fine. Chances are I might just go over your team and fix it up, or you know, skip it. But if you do play Ubers, I'd appreciate that too. I'm not trying to not use your teams, but it's just that, you know, I want to climb. But I do hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, if you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends.